In this vlog, we restore a Range Rover Overfinch, plus I talk a little bit about the ramps we're using at the unit. You can check it out straight after this. Hey there guys, I'm Alan and welcome to AMDetails. We bring you car care and detailing related videos every week. Subscribe, and why don't you smash that bell so you get a notification every time we go live to answer your detailing question. And this one was super fun. It was hard work though. Big old Range Rover Overfinch. We've got Tasha on leave. I get new medication. We're here, there and everywhere. And Scotty Mann even comes back to help us and give us a hand. It's a great restoration and I'll talk a little bit on what we have to do with the rear ramp to get it jacked up as well. Enjoy guys. Good morning. Morning Fash. Ooh, the tank's looking good this morning. It is Monday, 27th, that's right, 27th of August. Where is the year going? Kettle's clicked, let's grab a brew, update you what's going on. So here is what's happening. I've been trying to catch you guys up for a long time, and I don't know if because I know this is it was the catch-up series and it wasn't relevant, it wasn't now, it wasn't in the moment, and we kind of get that big long delay that I just wasn't really driving a passion to do it with all the other busy stuff that's going on here. This I find really easy to do if we're on focus, if we're on point. You guys are a week behind-ish, maybe even get closer if we do daily, etc. It's relevant, it's of the time, you guys engaging with it, and we can really see results. So what's going to happen is, I think from this video, or maybe you've already seen one, we're going to go back to the way it was. The vlogs are going to go a week behind, and those will drop as they used to, probably on a Friday, the exact same week after we've finished. Catch-up series is going to hit you all either on a Tuesday or on a Sunday. I'm unsure how this calendar is going to work, but one other day through the week we're going to bring the catch-up series in there. So it might get a bit patchy for a while. You'll be like, okay, on Friday night, I know when I'm watching it, I'm watching exactly what the guys were up to last week. We're up to date, we're current. Any offers we talk about, or anything that's going on there, we can still engage with it. And then some point through the week we're going to do the catch-up series. When the catch-up series is finished, we'll then drop you some of the new content I've been working on this side. I've also massively been working on the how-tos, and in fact an AMDetails community and course that I think are going to be brilliant value for you guys in 2019. So now that I've waffled about that, oh, I love a coffee in the morning. This week we have, oh my goodness, this throat is gone, Range Rover Overfinch in. It's in all week. In fact, it's the only vehicle we've got in this week because the amount of work it's booked in for and what was happening in the diary, we're going to be lucky to get it complete. I think we've also got our man Scotty coming back to give us a little hand on this one. But it's basically it. Range Rover Overfinch. Looks really nice. It's like a blacky blue. The flake in it looks stunning. We're going to go in and have a look at it. It got dropped off on Saturday on a trailer, so we haven't even met the customer yet. This has all been done via phone and email. It is in for enhancement detail and ceramic coatings. Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 28th. You now join me with the Range Rover inside. The team did a great job cleaning and decontaminating it, but it was so bad for decontamination that I couldn't get onto the car to do any test panels by the time it came to me having to shoot off to have my second infusion. If I had my second infusion, not feeling too great about it, but today, me and Tasha are going to do our best to plow on through with this. I think we've got Scotty coming to check us out today. And I'm going to take you with us on this Range Rover, which will hopefully make for a very nice turnaround. Test panel done. Looks very, very nice, you might think. There's the damage before. Here's our little test area, but be wary. Can you guys pick that up on the camera? Just here, you'll see there is a haze, and here, there is a haze. Got a little bit of stickiness on this Range Rover. When I was showing Tasha me doing the session I was doing and working it into here, we had sticky polish here, and if I'd have just done one more little working pass, I would have probably refined it nicely, but I didn't. And after doing a truth serum wipe, you can see it. So this is definitely going to need a 2-stage refine. Making my way down the rear of the Range Rover now as well. Actually, this whole area, even though it's quite a large panel, it's mostly a spot panel because of the curves we've got going here. I want to get a nice uniform finish right the way into that curve, which has turned out to be really, really nice. So this required 2 hits with the 75. So I've got right into here. So first one I worked right in the groove, all the way around here. If I can just get that light to show, there you go. Right groove into there, so it's right in the shallow of that groove there. Whole way up and down, had the door open at the time. We've already edged down there and we've done down here. So now I'm going to edge along here, and then I'll be able to big pad this and then bring it into the crease to get that done. I'll probably have to spot up there as well due to the leading edge of this. So even though people think these Range Rovers and things are big flat panels, there's actually lots of ways you have to break this down to get a uniform nice finish. I could just get a big pad and go, but it just, it's not our style, is it? It's not going to look nice, whereas this is a cracking turnaround. Nice and crisp the whole way through that groove, and then the more we work along here, you can see where I will now be able to big pad this area, a nice winner to match up this nice grooved area. And one thing we have to remember is I've already edged all of this, guys, and I'd already edged down here before, so even though you're not seeing me go to the edges with the spot pad when I was here and then with the big pad in here, because it's already done, so I've already edged. I'm just chunking out a bit in the middle. And there we have it, guys. Oh, hello, fly. One really nice flake popping looking rear panel after edging, contouring and curving, and then correction. It's going to look super sweet once we go over this with the final refining stage and really pop out that flake. So now I've shown you those little tips and done that little bit of refining on the car, I am going to go and smash through this. There'll be some time lapse in, there'll be some footage, there'll be some music. Hope you enjoy, guys. Let's go! I have a confession. The battery died during that time lapse. Honest. And I forgot all about it. Time is now probably about 7 o'clock. Are we on 7 o'clock? 7:30? Something like that? I think we are. Scotty Mann is back! He's helped me do some machining tonight, and Eon is working on some paperwork. The roof now looks lovely. It was a lot of work, I'll show you that now, but we've done all the tops of this side. Hey Scotty! And now we're gonna do the other side. Good morning. Morning, Fash. It's Thursday, 30th. Yeah. Tuesday I wasn't feeling so great, that's why I had the big ear defenders on. I've got like a internal head man cold, I'm gonna call it. A little bit of backache, and I think it's because the infusion on Monday has probably flattened my immune system, and I had a little something before I went. William has gone through the list and smashed some of it. We'll get a brief with him later. I'm gonna keep talking, hopefully to a minimum, but I have to get a lot of work done on this car today. It's getting to the point where I think we have to admit defeat, and nice and early as we can, touch base with the customer to let them know, are there potentially other options so that we can do the service that they're looking for on this and get it right first time before Cohen's. I'm already coffeed up. I'm already ready for listening to many podcasts. By the way, I'll drop a little link down below on what I'm listening to at the minute. I'm definitely going to do a video on it and on some of the educational stuff I've been doing. H2O, and most definitely, just go into my own little private world with some big old head defenders on and machine this whip. And a quick one, I know some of you that are new to the channel might be going, wait a minute, did I just see a big massive piece of 8x2 on that Range Rover? Yes you did. Let me explain. So any mechanics watching might tell me there is another way, etc. But here at AMDetails we try and lift the cars on their dedicated jacking points that the book provides. We then get in touch with the manufacturers if we can to try and find out ramp points like we did when it comes to lifting R8s. But for some reason this shape Discovery and this shape Range Rover, the main rails which you want to be jacking off are like bent rails that come out like this, and then they float all the way along the car like that. But there is an issue. Even though these are nice big chunky wide Range Rovers, look, that's the jacking point right there on this beam here, which, so it's coming from here, it's this big solid beam, it goes all the way down there through the car, and then about here it then bends out and comes more this way, but it's actually all along the edge, inside edge of the blue ramp. And then as you can see there, the rear jacking points aren't even on the ramp. And I wasn't gonna go and buy some metal I-beams, so way back when we first needed to lift one of these, I was building the first extension and first roof rail where we had 8x2s in. So we just cut some 8x2s and it holds it up great. So all the 8x2 is there is really to stop, the jacking points are just on the edge of the ramp, so it's to stop if and when we bring the Range Rover down or it going up, it would move a little bit, and I would not want that to be like, I like to have a good inch between where the jacking point is and where the ramp is physically touching. So these are just helping to stop if there's any slipping, any sliding, that this big beauty ain't gonna fall off. Another thing to note as well is that because they're both on the inside edge of these ramps, the ramps teeter in a little bit. So these 8x2s help to level that back out because it's now distributing the pressure along there more evenly. So that's why there are two big massive stinking bits of wood sticking out. Now why wouldn't I trim them down so that they wouldn't stick out? Well, I'll let you in on another little tip. They weren't originally Range Rover jacking up tools. I remember now why they're cut to this certain length, because that is to jack up a Q7. If you put a Q7 on these ramps, so the AS7530, which again I'll link down below, with both the flop ups done, the jacking points are literally right on this little roll off edge. Not amazing. So these are actually cut to overhang. These are the length of my ramp and plus overhang a bit, so that when you put a Q7 on, you can have the jacking point about here and go up. But if for whatever reason, generally when these hit the deck, they roll forward or roll backwards, it's then not going to roll and take the jacking point off. It would be on this piece of wood. So that is why I have this piece of wood. It's basically just that final little bit to give me a safer jacking point to mount to, rather than having to try and get the car absolutely perfectly level on here and then having the jacking point. It would literally be sat on the corner of that lip there, and that is not what I want. Sorry it went out of focus, I'll show you guys again. That jacking point would literally be sat on this lip here, and I don't think that feels or looks awfully safe. So we now have it on this beam, perfect. So it can go left, right, forward and backwards as much as it wants. It's still gonna be on here. Waffling over, I wasn't gonna talk today, I've already talked. Let's machine.
swept away, swept away. I'm cornered in the cold where you left me. Left again, left again. Oh, there's a jungle in my head growing wilder, and it's killing me, killing me. I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go.
Morning. It is the Friday, 31st of August. I have to get coatings on this car today. There's a CSU on it and it's getting collected tomorrow. I've just got the boot area to do. In and around this Overfinch badge needs some hybrid work. Will and Eon are going to be doing the other stuff. It's going to be a long, long day today. I still feel rubbish. Hopefully we can still pull out the bag. Can't go home till this one is done. Let's go.
I'll run into your arms if you call me. Call me please, call me please. I folded every thought like a razor, carving deep memories. Oh, am I standing at the wrong intersection? Come back to me, back to me. How could I let you go? How could I let you go? How could I let you go? How could I let you go?
Good morning. Saturday. Oh, Range Rover. Wanna have a look? Eon and I worked till about 8 o'clock last night to get everything we needed to do on this for drying overnight done. It actually slept here overnight, which allowed us to get onto the bonnet because it's quite high when it's up there on the ramp, and get all this bit cleared up. So we've just popped it on the rear. You've just seen me cleaning the ramps, I think, before I quickly popped into this, and it is now ready to be displayed. So I've still got to do my final checks and final wipe over, but the customer's coming in about an hour and I wanted to do this bit first for you guys. So all I have to think about is this, because we still have to do this, tidy up in there and prep the paperwork for a handover. So let's go and have a look. The Overfinch, after 2-stage enhancement detail, full ceramic coatings. Oh, let's go. So there we go. Definitely time to do that little last minute inspection and get rid of this little overwipe and this overwipe. I'm giving this little treatment this morning. So as I said, the final wipe down is still to be done. It means we can tidy up all these little bits in the windows as well, but I just wanted to shoot the B-roll for you guys so I can basically dump this camera down and focus on getting this car finished and ready for the customer. Interior done too. It's looking rather nice. We've just got to bring the mats down from upstairs, which have been fabric guarded, so we can get them inside as well. Range Rover, gone. Alan, thank you very much for coming and seeing us. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope everything goes well with the new baby. I'm on my way to the other unit now to get ready for Granton Motor Mania. Sorry about the lack of video/images at the end. Start of the week went really well, but as more and more came on to the week, we're running out of time and we didn't really get much filming. But I hope this gives you an overview of the Overfinch work, and I hope some of my tips about edging and other machine bits really help you guys out when you want to apply this in your own businesses or at home. If you've enjoyed this vlog, then please do subscribe. And why not smash the bell? Boom! so you get a notification every time we go live to answer your detailing questions. Plus, well, hello, over here, 2 videos chosen just for you. Ciao.